Welcome to Doogie's Horror Den, and this is our Friday the 13th special. Yes, it is. Today, it's Jason Day. Yes, it is, my horror peeps. It is Friday the 13th, and we got a special show for you. For real, we do. We're gonna put you. You know what? You see Bro over there? Well, Bro's right there. Got a little new friend over there. Well, we're gonna endorse him with the Jason mask. So Jason will be in this picture the whole time, this realm of camera the whole time. Here you go. Enjoy being Jason. How is everybody doing? I am Doogie. This is Doogie's Horror Den. And happy Friday the 13th. I'm sure Jason has expired a lot of people. I don't even know how many people it's expired, like 277. I don't know, something like that. And he came up out of the water. He was in chains, and if you don't have this box set, then you're not a horror fan. Yes. See, I have it. Do you? Yes. This is from Crystal Lake to Manhattan. So this goes all the way from 1 to 8. Yes. Then, of course, there's the reboot, Friday the 13th, with Jared Padalecki, which is really good. And also, Jason Goes to Hell, which really started the Freddy versus Jason because, Freddy comes up at the end and grabs a mask and brings it back into the dirt. And then years later, they came out with Freddy versus Jason, which is just so awesome and fun to watch. And I would have to say, I'm going to say it right now, out of all the Jason movies, Friday the 13th movies, my favorite Jason kill is in Freddy versus Jason. Remember that scene where Kelly Rowland's character is talking shit to Freddy, and Freddy's like, she turns around and Jason just whacks Kelly Rowland right into the tree. That was awesome. Although in Jason X, when they're in space, which I don't know if I really like that one that much, but two parts of that movie was great. Number one, when he froze that woman's face into liquid nitrogen and then smashed it and it broke into 1,000 pieces. That was amazing. And also when he is in like the dream state, where he's smashing the people in the sleeping bag against a tree, but it was fake. It wasn't really happening, but he thought it was happening. That's great stuff. So, an homage to Jason. I have three amazing reviews for you. So let's get it going. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Tell me what's your favorite Friday the 13th movie. I want to know. So tell me. And also, I have a rating system. We have a M murder bad movie, MDK murder death okay movie. You might watch it again. And then MDK MDK Murder Death Kill, which is an amazing movie. One of your favorites. You got scared shitless. You want to watch it again and again. And when I say we're celebrating Jason, we are. Check this out. Got my Friday the 13th cup right here. And if we happen to have an MDK, because of the small cup. So let's get right into it, shall we? I'm excited about these reviews. Our first one is a movie that came out in 2023. This movie is directed by Teresa Sutherland, and right now this movie is on Tubi, Apple TV, Amazon, Fandango, the old Voodoo, at home. It's everywhere because, it's a really great movie. It stars Georgina Campbell and Nick Blood. Now, what this movie is about, well, before I even get into what it's about, the name of this movie is Lovely, Dark, and Deep. Don't let the title confuse you or steer you away from this movie. Because this is a horror movie like I've never seen before. It was awesome. I'm big into wilderness, mountains, all that stuff, and this brings everything right to the table. It's about a new ranger and in the back country, so she has to go by herself up to this little cabin. Total isolation. All she has is a walkie to talk to other rangers, and that is it. So she's pretty much alone in this wilderness, and then these rangers trying to find people who have gone lost and they can't find. And as a brand new ranger, she comes across this person that's lost, so she has to find them. And when they say stop looking for this person, she doesn't. She keeps looking, and she actually finds this person. And that's where the craziness and bullshit begins. Now, this is fairly a new movie, so I'm not going to give you the twist of this movie and tell you the ending. But let's just say you will not expect the twist in this movie. It is great. It is spooky. It is scary. It's everything you want in a horror movie set in the wilderness. And I have nothing but praise for this movie. Um, I loved every second of it, and I know you will too. The director, Teresa Sutherland, is onto something here with this type of movie, and I hope she keeps making movies like this. I really hope she does because she hit a home run with Lovely, Dark, and Deep. And by saying that, my horror peeps, Lovely, Dark, and Deep is an MDK on Friday the 13th. So let's just skull hoist salute. Cheers. Hell to the yeah. I loved Lovely, Dark, and Deep, and it was just a breath of fresh air. It really was. It was really good. And I hope that you enjoy it as well, because you will. So, an MDK. On to my second movie. I'm going to be doing that all the time today because it's Jason Day. Our second movie came out in 2017. The director is Kevin Greutert. I hope I said your last name correctly. It stars one of my favorite actors, especially when it comes to horror, Steven Dorff. Like, he's been in a shit ton. Blade, Fear.com, the list goes on and on. This is another one. Steven Dorff is awesome. And it also stars Ben Sullivan. And what this movie, I keep doing it. I keep going into the description before I tell you the name of the movie. The name of this movie is called Jackels. Okay? And what this movie is about, a family hires a deprogrammer, which is played by Steven Dorff, to rescue their son and kind of reprogram him to come back to reality because he was taken by an occult and lives with this cult that are very dangerous. They're murderous. They do all these things. So they capture him, bring him back to the family house, which is like a cabin up in the woods. And they try their best to bring him back. And what happens? The murderous cult or his new family decide to come back and take their son back. You know how this is going to be. These people are crazy. And they're not afraid to show it. They have some really spooky masks. They just surround the house, and it is scary. It's creepy. You don't know what's going to happen. You know, it's crazy. It really is. I loved every second of Jackals. because you really did not know what the fuck was going to happen with this family if they didn't give their son back up. And if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to tell you. Um, but the ending is great. Um, Jackels right now is on Tubi, it's on Peacock, it's on Plex. It is also on Freevee. So if you don't pay for streaming services, Tubi, Plex, and Freevee are right there at your fingertips. Go check out Jackels. You will not be disappointed. And there's a lot of blood and gore in this movie. It was good. Perfect for Friday the 13th. And with that, my horror peeps, another MDK. Check it out. Cheers, hoist, salute. Skull to Jackels. Jackels was awesome. I highly recommend that movie. I mean, Steven Dorff, awesome. Scary cult trying to come back and take their person back, awesome. In the mountains, in a cabin, surrounded by nobody, awesome. Also adds to the aura of being isolated and scared shitless. With you can't do anything. Check out Jackels right now. So, my third and final movie this time around. I have not said this enough. They have not made werewolf movies that are decent in a long time. I have wanted to watch a werewolf movie that shouldn't get choked up about it because I haven't seen it in a while. A good one. For real, like Viking Wolf was very good. Not many people check that out, but you should watch that. That's on Netflix. Netflix original. I reviewed that. Go watch Viking Wolf. But since then, I've watched a couple other ones and they've been total garbage, total shit. Well, this one right here that I'm about to talk about will change your mind about werewolf movies because I love this movie. This movie came out in 2015. I didn't even know it existed. Directed by Paul Hyatt. And this movie is on also all the free ones. It's on Tubi. It's on Pluto, Crackle, Plex, Freevee. This movie is called Howl. Remember that word, Howl. It stars Ed Spillers. I hope I said their name right. Holly Weston and Sam Gittins and Sean Pertier. Sean Pertier. I think he was the guy who played in Gotham Alfred. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. I'm not sure. Don't clock me on that. I'm not 100% sure. This movie takes place in London. And it's about a train, the last train of the evening, leaving London. And it hits something on the tracks in the middle of this forest in a storm. So the train pulls over, not pulls over, but just stops because it hit something. And something attacks the driver, the conductor, and shit just goes awry since then. And, what it hit, and then what it turns out to be, and then there's this thing killing passengers. They go outside, and they find a pack of these werewolves, and it's fucking scary, and it's good. It's really good. And the practical effects are amazing. Awesome. I loved Howl. It was a ride. It was a journey. It was scary. The way the cinematography in this movie was great. The way they went from the train to the woods, back onto the train, back off the train. It was awesome. You need to watch Howl. Of course, I'm not going to give away the ending because I don't do that. But Howl is a werewolf movie that I needed in my life. You know what I mean? Like, it was great. And just to round it out, yes, my third MDK of the show goes to Howl. Cheers on Friday the 13th, my horror peeps. It has been a very, very long time since I've had three amazing movies like that. For real. And especially that we're celebrating Friday the 13th, it makes it even better. So, my horror peeps, I don't need to tell you what to do. You already know it. I'm going to grab my Jason mask. On this Friday the 13th, there are two things you need to do. Number one, if you have a Jason mask, put it on and celebrate. Number two, watch a Friday the 13th movie. And number three, if you don't, just watch a horror movie. What's it gonna do? Scare you?